I've been looking for you guys all day.
I'm sure you have.
You've been around.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
How'd this decision come about for you?
You know what, man? I was sitting at home on the couch, debating if I wanted to continue coaching and stuff. My wife, of course, wanted me to sit at home and be with her and watch the Kardashians all day. But no, man, I mean, just out of the blue, I get a call from Coach Kenny and asked me if I was interested in a wide receiver job, and I related to my wife, and thank God it was Phoenix. She said, hey, that might be something, and I'm a firm believer, man. God dropped this opportunity in my laps for a reason. So I love coaching. I love helping young men. That's really my blessing to these guys. God wanted me to continue to touch young men's lives, and not just making them football players, but men in life. So came out. I love Coach Kenny, what his enthusiasm, his direction, where he wanted his program to go, and I said, shoot, sign me up. Came out here. Today was a good test. It's for me to get to know what type of players that I have, especially at the wide receiver position. Wanted to see who can do hard, who quits and who's out of shape. So a big day for me to learn who I have in my room, but super excited. I love the people in Phoenix, Arizona. I apologize for us beating the Cardinals years ago, so don't take that against me. But I enjoy being here at Arizona State. Look forward to beating all the guys. And really, I want to be a blessing to these guys. Any advice that I can give them, because I've been where they wanted to go. I don't want them to make the same mistakes that I made. So it's a chance for me to give back and to help the young guys be able to achieve their dreams. And everybody's not going to go to the pros, but they have to understand that there's more than life than football. So I get it. They love the game. Play as long as you possibly can. But at the end of the day, it's not just about football. It's about the man that I'm trying to improve. My big motto is get 1% better each and every day. If we do that, then by the end of the year, we'll be 365% better as men. So that's my motto.
What's the process like of actually learning the players that you're working with?
It's a lot different than pros, I tell you. Just with these kids, man, it's more than just the X's and O's. Some of these kids come from broken backgrounds, broken homes. You have to deal with student academics and things like that. So it's going to be a learning curve. I did a year at Florida Atlantic, which was great experience. So I don't feel like a fish out of water being here, talking to recruits here in the state of Arizona. That's a part of being a college coach, but I just love it. I love being a part of the staff. Coach Kenny's an amazing man, and for me, he's one of the good guys, and so I enjoy working with the good guys. And my challenge is to turn this whole thing around. I want one of our receivers to be all Big 12. That's my goal. We have some talent, but I just think they've never been pushed before. So I'm pushing to really find out, who I got on the team and who I can trust in the game and stuff. So the season is not here yet, so it's still a learning curve for me. But it's a great opportunity to get to know these guys during spring football and see what I'm working with.
You said you didn't want these guys to make the same mistakes you made, but your mistakes turned out pretty well.
Listen, man, a lot of trials and tribulations, trust me, man. But I talk to the guys, not just about X's and O's, it's just about life. I just want to prepare them, and in life you're going to have some adversity. They playing football, some days are going to go good, some days are going to go bad. So it's how you respond, it's how you bounce back. So that's what I'm excited about. Walking into that room, you see the guys, the excitement, all their eyes kind of lit up and they sat up straight. So the respect factor is there. It's just my job to continue to push them and bring out the best, because it's all about developing players. I think as a football player, I had a lot of rookies come into my time, and they went on to get nice paydays and had a long career. So coaching's in my blood. It's just a matter of the time consuming. Going recruiting and doing that, I had to get the okay by the missus to do that. So she was on board, so that's the reason I'm here.
And Coach, you talk about obviously developing players, and a lot of times, say great players it might be tough for the coach because you see the driving plays, but they're not maybe doing it the same way you did. But with your experience so far coaching, how did playing help you transition into coaching and knowing you wanted to do it?
Listen, I wasn't the biggest, the fastest. I had to work my tail off for everything that I got. There was nothing ever given to me. I wasn't a first-round pick, so I just teach from experience. You know, come in, I put my head down, I grind each and every day. When I come out here, I work on my craft each and every day. So, you know, the good thing about me being a receiver coach here, I'm not telling these guys anything that I didn't do as a player. So I'm just telling these guys the same thing. And like I said, nothing was given to me. For me to play 14 years in the league, I was the last receiver in my draft class to play. I played everyone. That's a testament of my hard work, of me continuing to get better each and every day, working on my craft. And that's what I'm going to do and instill in the wideouts here at ASU. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, but I love it each and every day. I want these guys to be 365% better come this time next year. I think we're on the right path to doing it.
Coach, outside of your coaching, with the recruiting aspect of it, how do you feel you are ready to take on that responsibility of your role?
Looking for players. I need dogs here. So, you know, of course, you want to keep the top talent in the state of Arizona. So I've been on phone calls already and talking to moms, persuading guys and stuff like that. You know, you wouldn't want to come to ASU. I mean, great facility, great campus. Coach Kenny's doing amazing things. I like his directions, where he's trying to go. And if you want to be a wide receiver here at ASU, you get coached by somebody who played the game, who coached in the NFL. You know, I'm your guy. I'm your guy to help you get, you know, develop you and hopefully get you where you want to go. So that's my selling point, and I'm gonna get on the phone when I get back to the office and call some of these high school kids up and see if we can get some great talent here.
Hines of Coach Tomlin and Coach Cower going to Coach Ward.
Listen, man, those guys are great leader of men. You know, for me, I try to lead by example because I've been where these guys want to go. You know, I understand the hard work into it and understand the process. It doesn't just happen overnight. You know, watching Jordan, hell of a catch over there in the touchdown. He threw his freaking helmet. That irks me. You know, you got to be able to control your emotions, and I'm gonna get the best out of him. He's a good kid. I'm excited to have a guy who wants to get better each and every day. I can work with that all day.
Hines, you talked a little bit about kind of some of your initial impressions, but what are your thoughts on this wide receiver group so far?
I like it. It's still young, you know. They still got a long ways to go. I'm not gonna put them on the pedestal just yet. You know, everybody's trying to earn a roster spot, but they come in to work each and every day, come into the building wanting to get better. That's all you ask for as a coach. If a kid wants to get better, my job is to give them the tools and the knowledge to help them become not just better football players, but better men. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, and you know, I told those guys I'm gonna be on them hard. You know, I was like that. I coach hard. I love hard. You know, when you celebrate, I'm gonna be right there with you, but I'm gonna be on your tail all day to get it right.
When someone talks about the wide receiver group at Arizona State, what attributes do you want them to think of?
That's a reflection of me. If we're going to block our tails off, you don't block, you don't get the rock. That's my whole motto, right? But you got to be playmakers. You know, I don't really care about stats. I just care about making plays when it presents itself and doing your job. If you do that on a consistent basis, then it'll produce some wins and victories. That's what we're trying to do. I want consistency. That's what I'm preaching to the guys.
When you finished your career, did you think about coaching?
I've always thought about coaching. You know, when I retired, I stepped into television. I did that for 7 years. You know, it was cool, but there's nothing like being in the locker room. You know, going in the stadium, us against the world. That's what I miss. I don't miss playing the game. I miss the camaraderie amongst players and coaches and things like that. Some of my closer relationships were with my former coaches. Really, I wasn't close to my father, so I look for my coaches to kind of be role models and mentors in my life, and I want to be that blessing to these kids. You know, it's not just you do 4 years here. I mean, we have a relationship that lasts a lifetime. So that's my commitment to the players that I have here at ASU, and I look forward to continuing to grow the relationships with you guys in the city, and I'm proud to be a Sun Devil.
Where do you want to see your growth as a coach, you know, from now until the end of spring training?
Well, I mean, you know, I've been very blessed, man. I've coached in the NFL. I did it a year at FAU. I was a head coach at San Antonio Brown. So, you know, the only thing left is probably coordinator. You know, but for me, it's just I just want to be a part of a good program. I want to surround myself with good people, Coach Kenny's one of the best. And it's crazy because I knew nothing about him. I knew who he was, but I didn't know him as a person. And being here, man, and really, he's a genuine good dude. And my wife, he gave us a tour. My wife okays you. That's a good thing, right? So, like I said, I wouldn't have been on board. So don't thank me or thank Kenny. You can thank my wife for me being here. So she's on board. We're looking for rentals now. So I want to be a part of this thing for a long time.
Any playbook knowledge coming along?
Playbook is good. It's kind of overwhelming because not only I'm learning playbook, which those are just concepts. I just got to get the terminology. Then I got a recruiting book. Then I'm doing online boarding. I can't get in the building, so I have to call the security. So it's been a tough 2 or 3 days, but I'll fight through it and get through it. Eventually, it's just like being that freshman in high school. Once you get the lay of the land, and then things slow down, and now you're accepted. But it's just kind of been overwhelming the last 3 or 4 days. So I can tell you that.
Any chance we see you running any routes out there?
I tried to run a route over there, man. I got to dust off the shoes a little bit. No, I'm not going to hurt myself, but it's good to get out there and run around with the kids and see them, man. Their thirst for knowledge and wanting to get better is awesome. Man. So just telling those a little nugget and they do it. That's the rewarding aspect of being a coach. When you can tell a kid something, a little nugget that can help them, and they do it on the football field. That's what it's all about for me. Now, collectively as a group, well, we got to just continue to work. Like I said, we're trying to build consistency. We can't have up and down practice. We need to have championship practice each and every day. But you only know what you know. So me being out here running around, pushing the guys to finish, that's what it's all about.
You guys want to Jordan Tyson? He's going to leave here.
Yeah. Make sure you get him. He's got to get some treatment.
You guys good?
Thank you guys. I'll see you guys. Thank you.